Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be showing you how I make my clothing tags using just fabric and these transfer papers. You can use an iron or a heat press, and I do use Canva Pro, but you don't need to. You can just use the free version of Canva and it works just the same. So if you want to see how I make my clothing tags, go ahead and keep watching. So the first thing I'm going to do when creating my tags is I'm going to go ahead and open Canva. I do pay for the Pro account, but you can do it without the Pro account. The free one works just fine to do this. So I'm going to go ahead and create a design. And I'm going to go down here to custom size. I'm going to change this to inches. And I'm going to do 2 by 3.5. I just found that this is what works for me. I have one of my labels up here just as a guide for myself. So I will go here and copy my little logo. Because I never remember. And so then once you have that, you can go over here to the left and hit text, and I just add whatever, and then at the end I kind of change my my fonts. So here I will put size. You don't have to do that at this stage, but you can. So here, this one I am going to put size 12-month to 18-month. I made these original ones so long ago that I never remember which one I used. I don't know, this part was bold. And you can change it like that. Okay. So if you can see, there's a space here. So what I'm going to do is go up to here, letter spacing and line spacing, and I'm going to go to the left a little, and it brings them a little bit closer together. I want this to be not so high. I guess that's where it's going to live, isn't it? Okay, so then I'm going to go ahead and group those. And I'm going to group these ones. That way they don't separate. They're hanging out together. And then we're going to flip this one upside down because it's going to be a folded tag. So when you fold it, it'll be right side. And then I highlight them both, group them together, and then I go ahead and position it into the middle. And so it brought it down slightly. The next thing I do is go over to my elements, and under lines and shapes, I choose this line. And then I go over to this one, which is like the dashes. And I take it down to a line weight of 1. And then I just put it right up here at the top. And then I copy it. And paste it. And that's there so when I cut my fabric, that it has the guide of the line for me. We have all 3. And then we are going to share. And you're going to download as a PNG. You're going to leave it like that for this step. Now you're going to come over here to uploads. Nope, wrong one. Uploads. And you're going to add. You can just highlight them all and drag them over. Or you can go in and upload your media. And then you're going to click them all into existence. And you can see here, they are all facing the correct way. You want to go up here to flip and flip horizontal on all of them. That way, when you go to iron them onto the fabric from your transfer sheet, it's the correct way. Then I'm going to grab one of these little guys, and you can see at the bottom right corner, it has a width and a height. I'm going to take that height all the way to 2. So it's going to be 2, and then 1.1 is the width. I don't know if there's an easier way to do that. I wish there was just like a little box that you could press, but there's not. So, and always make sure to go this way. Otherwise, if you go horizontal, vertical, it will actually just change that. It would like delete pieces of it. Watch, I'll show you. So if you had this tag and it was big and you accidentally go this way, it actually cuts off the words. So you want to always make sure you're dragging from that corner. So what I do next is I simply just copy and paste okay. And I'll just do a couple of this one. I don't have this item in my shop, so I don't want to make too many tags. And then what you can do, if you want them all lined up together, sometimes what I will do, like I get a little too crazy with it. I'll position them, and these ones I'll do to the left. Then I'll go through and position those to the right. That way all these are together. Like they're lined up so that when I go to cut them, it's easier for me. If that makes any sense. So then I'm going to group each row together so that they don't move. And then move the whole row up because I don't want to waste my paper. Okay, and now is when I will go in over here to my elements, and I'll grab a line and I will make it like a, I guess, serrated and go down to 1. You can see it down here. I'll actually change the color of it to like a light gray. And make it vertical. So I'm going to go ahead and copy and paste. And then I'm going to put this one here. And paste, and paste, and paste. And then I'm just going to go take those over to in between the tags. And that kind of will give me like a cutting guide, if you will. Put one on the edge. So if you see the line all the way through, and it doesn't have to go exactly to the top and the bottom. And once all that is done, obviously you would fill up your page. And you go to share again, download. And this time I'm using, I believe I use PDF print. That is just what works best for my particular computer when I'm doing it on my PC. And then you download it. So this part you might want to play with your settings. Before I even print it onto my transfer sheet, I will print it to paper. So I'll go actual size. I don't want to do anything weird. And then print. Okay, so now that we have the file, I print it out onto my transfer sheet. And my transfer sheets that I use are these ones. And they work really well as far as I can tell. You can use an iron or a heat press, and it comes with all the instructions. So now that I have it printed, I am going to go ahead and I don't want to use the whole piece. So I am just going to cut it so that I can use the other piece later. And then I save these little pieces. I save them in a little envelope. And I already have a piece of fabric cut out. So this is what I'll be using. I have a few different fabrics. I think this one is a 100% cotton, but I could be wrong. I'm pretty sure it is. Sometimes I use this one, sometimes I use a slightly darker one. And I do believe it's cotton. Let's see. And that'll fit nicely. I'll go ahead and cut a little more off the bottom. Okay, so now I'm going to go ahead and do my heat press. I've already had it set up at, what is it, 375? So it's been going for a while and it's really hot in here. So I'm going to get this part going quickly because I'm hot. So I'm going ahead, don't mind my screen. I'm also listening to Hoeg Law, Hoeg, for the Amber Heard trial, Johnny Depp. And then I transfer over to Legal Bites for Emily D. Baker in 15 minutes. So I'm gonna go ahead, and quickly roll. And I'm gonna go ahead and put this face down on my fabric. You can tape it with your heat tape, but I just put it on. And then you're gonna press high pressure 13 seconds. It also comes with this sheet that you peel it hot and then you press it again for 3 seconds using this. It's a silicone paper. So it does say peel hot. And then you're going to put this on and press again for 3 seconds. And so that is what it looks like. I will try a different one with a different font and let you know how that turns out. Thank you guys for hanging out with me, and I will see you again next time. Bye.